for me, is we need to start building the next generation of leaders. If we need to see Africa be the one we want to see in the next 20, 30 years. Because of our leaders right now, trust me, there's so much that we can't get from.
In the future, I want to be a politician. I want to be part of the cause for, strengthening Africa and making Africa a better place.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Once again, we are in Miraculous, and this is your man, Kenny Rich. And today in the studio we have a very special personality. And that's what we do, bring in amazing people because they come with amazing story. He is a very intelligent and handsome young man. His name is McKevin Ayaba, entrepreneur, innovator, consultant. And he has done a lot, not just in his country, but in the entire continent. This is a young man that I see traveling every 2 weeks, every 1 week. I want to be like him when I grow up.
Wow. I like that.
McKevin, I want to appreciate you for finding a place in your heart to be in our studio today. You're welcome. And I also have my colleague.
Welcome to Miraculous Show. This is Miraculous Show. My name is Ruth, and I'm not here alone. I'm super excited. Today the topic is about leadership. Don't go. I know people don't like things that are being serious. You have to be here because it's very important to know where you will be in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years.
I like the energy you always bring in. I tried on several occasions to see if I can bring in such energy, but it's not working. Alright, today we're talking about leadership in Africa. There's so much thing that has been said about leadership in Africa, but today we'll be unveiling a lot. And we are with the right person in the studio, McKevin. He's really going to tell us a lot of things about leadership and the way to go so that we start building a better future in Africa, in the continent. Kevin, you're welcome.
Thank you, Kenny. It's been a long time. Yeah, I remember the last time we met in Rosebank.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Melrose Ave, rather. Melrose Ave. You guys took me out for dinner. And wanted us to.
Yeah.
And I was not invited to that dinner, guys. And the dinner has been mentioned here.
You'll be inclusive, don't worry. Now you'll be inclusive.
So,
one thing I like about you is your ambition and your highly ambition for greatness, and that's the reason we actually took you out for that. Because there's a lot of things that we need to learn and benefit from you. But today we want to talk about the continent of Africa. The leadership in Africa has not just destroyed or is affecting the lives of young people, but even the elderly people are highly affected. The pensioners, the after services and everything, they don't get their pension. And the road is horrible. A lot of things happen. The infrastructures, the systems. A lot of questions.
Load shedding.
Load shedding. We keep talking about this, and this is a continent. Africa is such a virgin continent with a lot of resources, with manpower and intelligent people. The question we keep asking, is it that we are not intelligent people? Is it that we don't know what is going on?
Something that maybe you've not mentioned is the fact that we have one of the most youthful economies ever in the world. We have the strength, I agree with you, we have the knowledge, we have the brain, but I think we need to really look at leadership from a different angle, and that's how I keep looking. But thank you for having me on Miraculous. I really appreciate it. I like the name Miraculous because trust me, we need miracles to be able to change Africa the direction that we want to go. If we need to see Africa on a global map in the next 20 to 30 years, we need some miracles. Because really, you're right. We've had some really poor leadership within the last 20, 30, 40 years. In our continent, everywhere. I mean, I'm originally from from Cameroon, and I see that. I've traveled quite extensively across Africa as well. I've also seen that. I mean, it started with also looking at how we travel across within our continent. And you said you see me every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks travel out of the country. And some people said to me, McKevin is like, you own a jet plane. You are not staying in a plane. It's like, it's work for me. Like you were saying, impacting the continent, seeing how I can make a difference, seeing how I can add value, and not only within South Africa where I'm currently based, which I'm blessed to have given an opportunity to exercise what I'm passionate about. But also, it has helped me to really see how our continent is all about. It's not from traveling. Traveling within Africa, it's one of the most difficult things that you could ever imagine as an African.
Okay.
Trust me.
I thought should have been
No.
Why borders are so tight?
I'm so glad that he's here.
Yes.
And people would like, oh, I want to be like you. You don't want to find yourself so stressful right from visa application. Even when they give you a visa application, you are still questions how did you get the visa, and your passport is like you traveling is hell between ourselves, between our people. And so how do we expect to build the kind of country that we want to build
with such a system?
With such a system. How do we expect to do businesses from within one country to another, with our neighbor to another? How do we expect to grow the economy? How do you even expect to do? I am an innovation consultant and an entrepreneurship education advocate. I've really advocated for a revamp of our educational system.
Wow.
We are talking about leadership. True. For me, is we need to start building the next generation of leaders. If we need to see Africa be the one we want to see in the next 20, 30 years. Because of our leaders right now, trust me, there's so much that we can't get from them. Leadership is like you starting a business. We have leaders that have never built anything in their life. Don't understand how to build a team. Don't understand don't understand what it means to fail. Don't understand the struggle. But if you're having a kind of leader that does not understand, they have not built anything in their life, and it is leading you to how do we then expect?
Where is it leading you?
Where is it leading you to? Right? We have leaders that are 70, 80 years old, 85 years, even some of them go to 80, who don't read anymore. Right? Who don't understand what the world is.
Things are changing daily.
That things are changing. We have leaders that when they get sick, they think they choose to fly out of their country, out of their continent, right, to go and get treatment somewhere else. If you have that kind of a mindset, so where are you leading us to? Instead of making sure that, you know what, and they've been traveling. These leaders, they've been traveling.
See beautiful things.
They see beautiful things. They like it. That's why they're going there. Why not?
Can't you bring it home?
Bring it home.
Yeah.
Right? Why not bring it home? We have youth, Africans that are being brain drained in Europe, educated, intelligent, smart, are creating things, are building things across the world. But they are not home because why? The environment is not conducive for them. You have countries that when they come home, only the taxes that for them to do open businesses. There's a lot of young Africans that are made out of the continent, out of South Africa, or out of Cameroon that are meet. How can you're doing great here? Why are you here? Why are you not in Cameroon? Why are you not in Africa? Why are you not in Kenya? Like I heard my brother here was speaking about Kenya. Why are you out? The policies do not allow it.
Yes.
Right? The kind of knowledge that they want to come and impact, the kind of things that they want to come, the hospitals and all, everything is corrupt. Nepotism has taken over our politics. Right? And so if we're talking about leadership in Africa, then we need to maybe start by scrapping all these political parties and start all over again, because it's almost like a kingdom ship that we have in Africa. It's like a kingdom ship where no one else have any opportunity to come from somewhere else. If you're not part of the political party,
you're not part of the system.
You're not part of the system. And if you want to start a political party, start looking at what we call godfather.
Yes. Like a corruption has been established. You know, and this is the question we're asking right now is, where do we go from here? For instance, I just want you to give us an instance of how much it can cost for somebody to travel from one country in Africa to another, and how stressful
within Africa
comparing to Europe, just within Africa. Because when we talk about it, so many people don't believe it. Like millions of people that will be watching this, they don't understand it. They don't believe it. Mostly people that doesn't travel.
True.
You know? Yeah.
Listen, I just came from Kenya, where we ran the Africa Startup Ecosystem with a summit and award. Right? We were awarding people that have been supporting innovators. Tommy Davis of Nigeria, we're privileged to honor him with a Lifetime Achievement Award. We have Rebecca Enochong from Cameroon. We're honored to honor her with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Tevin Japta, we're honored to honor him with a Lifetime Award. Also, we have some great leaders like Bernard Chira from Kenya, where we honor him with a Leadership Achievement Award. And Rim Baudin from Tunisia, where we also honor her with the Leadership Achievement Award. These are people that have pushed they have pushed innovation and entrepreneurship across Africa for the last 10, 15, 20 years, a decade or so. But look, this event was really, it almost really break me apart, because we were bringing over 25 speakers across the continent, right? Mauritius is about 3-4 hours from Mauritius to Kenya.
Okay.
We had to pay a flight for almost 30,000 rand. Which yes, almost $2,000.
Yeah.
We brought it
in Africa.
Yes, we brought in one of our speakers, Dr. from Nigeria, almost 32,000 rand.
What?
That's almost $2,000 from
almost $2,000.
Yes.
In Africa.
Within Africa.
Within Africa, right? A straight flight from South Africa to Kenya was the cheapest as we got was around 13,000-14,000 rand.
Yeah.
So you are looking. I can fly to India. I can fly to India for 10,000 rand.
Wow.
Yes.
I can fly to UK for 7,000-8,000 rand.
Wow.
I can go to the US for 15,000-18,000 rand in America. Right? Between Europe, I can move from one European country for less than 100.
Use the
From Glasgow to Spain for £30.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking, from less than $100.
Yeah, less than
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
London.
This is from one country to another. We're talking about Europe, right? And then we are talking about how do we create a better economy for our people, so we can even do business with one another easily, cheaper. Look at the amount of money that I put into just bringing someone. I'm talking about, this is just a flight, right? So
You're talking about the visa,
you talk about hotels,
the hotel.
you talk about the hotel, you talk about logistics,
Yes.
for one person, right? And you've not even spoken about putting something on the table, but you're not talking about what you can, in the normal circumstances, you should give them, you should pay them.
Yeah.
Because they're earning, apart from coming to speak, they're impacting with their knowledge.
This is a job they do.
So it's a job, right? Imagine if you're to pay them again, when to go back to their family, because they'll go back and say, hey, mom, dad, I'm coming from speaking at McKevin's event in Kenya. I bought you this.
Yeah.
Then you are looking at nothing less than 50 plus thousand rand or to edit out the speaker.
Wow.
Right? And we are looking about 25, 30 of them based on the topic, the conversation that we want to drive. Where do we get the money? Because first of all, we do not have those funds. We don't have the funding to support that. Right? I'm a social entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Right? I'm a social entrepreneur, and we are looking at solving the social issues in our community. We are turning those social issues, solving those problems, to turn them into business.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
So imagine how expensive that is. Let me tell you again, it's not only that. The struggle that we have with visa.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Another thing.
The struggle that we have with visa.
This is crazy.
You could already pay the flight for these people, and then for them, because some country will show us your flight ticket. You pay a flight for these people and then apply for a visa within your, and they still say no.
Yeah. After you've spent the flight. Yes, it's true. Sometimes they're like, okay, show us your flight ticket. Right?
And maybe you ask for a refund, you don't even have half of that money back. So you don't have the speaker. You don't the people that are attending this event to get knowledge from that key expert, they don't have. You lose the money. Right? And you're talking about us growing our continent. What kind of policies are those? How do we? So I think that our leadership needs to shift. We need to have leaders that think innovatively, that think like business people, that think that think like Kevin, following trend of new things, like innovation, and how do I think creatively? How do I adapt?
Yeah.
But if you have leaders that have already their mind blocked, because trust me, 70, 80, you can't get some of the best product.
No.
And then the worst is, of course you may have, if you have the advisors that are younger. But if you look, someone from who is your leader, 70, 80, his advisor is similar the same age.
The advisor is 69.
So from bottom to middle age, you have between 70 to 80 years as average.
So hunger is gone.
So
the drive for greatness is gone.
Yeah. They have it all. They put their whole family into perspective. They continue to make.
And their kids are abroad, America.
Listen to how our leadership works in Africa. In Africa, a politician is the richest. Is the richest one of the richest person in a country.
What makes you? What brings you to that place?
To that riches.
What work did you put on? What work did you put on?
That people. So you are enriching yourself from the likes of work that we create.
Yeah.
From entrepreneurs, from innovators, from business people that are the ones that are pushing it. Yet their taxes are up.
Yes.
And nothing really coming in return.
Happening.
But you are making money from that. How do we have that kind of? There's no place in the world where we're supposed to have leaders or politicians becoming the richest people in
Kevin, I got two questions that I want you to help us to unravel. First, it's going to be the border thing. How do we create a free border nations and the continent, because I definitely believe that this will really help to ameliorate unemployment. There's so much on it. The worst thing that can happen to any country is when you see able-bodied men that want to work, but there is no work. This is horrible. This is life in Africa. This is the reality. So this is my first question. The next question is, seeing that the system is highly corrupted, because we're trying to say, okay, we do this, we do that. How can we penetrate the system? Because even to wipe away the system,
how can you bring a change?
How can you do it when you see that the system is like a wall that has been shielded, that nobody comes in here? What do we do?
Let me start with the border.
Yeah.
I recently flew from Rwanda.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I arrived in Rwanda when Kagame asked and requested that, we are now open to border free country.
Yeah.
And I arrived in Rwanda. All they asked me was, where are you going? Where are you going to stay? I gave them my address. How long are you going to be here? For what purpose? And that was it. That was the most easiest travel I have ever had.
Wow.
And I've been traveling for the last how many years?
We need to celebrate
that.
Of course, we see that Kenya is building. It's also getting towards that.
But South Africa died.
But we need to see that. But let me be honest with you about. Listen, I understand where I come from. We all have to protect our people. But at the same time, listen, the world has shown that diversity and inclusion has created a better economy.
Yes, that's very
people
true.
coming from different walks of life, from different places, mixed together, right? Come up with different ideas. What we call in Europe and the US ecosystem.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
An ecosystem where you bring in different people from different different walks of life, coming together, share ideas and build. And we need to embrace that, and that's why opening the border is great, especially for entrepreneurship, especially especially logistically for business. I was talking with one yesterday where he was saying just to go to food from South Africa to go to Mozambique.
Yes.
Trucks spend 4-5 days at the border. 4-5 days at the border. Imagine they have perishable food in the car. If you spend 4-5 days just to cross the border, what happened to that food? What happened to it?
It's spoiled.
Okay. So imagine that there's some the people who paid for that food, the farmer here, how do they transport this food? We are looking at how do we open market access. There is no way that we can grow as a continent if we don't open market access. Our market is too small. As much as we have 60 million people plus in South Africa, South Africa still want to be able to do business with Mozambique, with Namibia, and the rest. So I think opening the border would be great. But I also think that where I understand some people they don't agree with the opening the border is because they don't have the kind of leadership that can put security measures to the people.
Absolutely.
Because if we have a proper security measure put in place.
That shouldn't be a problem.
That shouldn't be
Rwanda.
a problem.
I wanted to talk about Rwanda. Just talk about that. It was so easy for you. Rwanda law is different, guys.
Yeah.
Rwanda is a green country in Africa.
Yes.
Wow.
Trust me, I looked at Rwanda. I was like, what is this? Your phone cannot fall in Kigali, and then you think that you get missing. No, your phone fall in Kigali missing. Trust me, they will find a way and find a way to get
it to you.
The system.
Just like South Korea.
That
works in Europe. South Korea.
Look how to. So another thing about how we can. Let me not cross now to answer the next question, which is, listen, for me, and I will say it again every now and then, is that we need to build the next generation of African leaders.
No, you're right.
And we need to change. For us to penetrate that system, first of all, we need to change the educational system that Africa has, the educational mindset.
Doctrination.
Yeah, we need to build a more technical, a more entrepreneurial Africa.
Yes.
An Africa that people think, people become creative. We're not saying, listen, don't do biology. We're not saying don't do chemistry. We're not saying don't do history. We're not doing geography. But what we're saying is that while you're doing that, can you think of how some of the problems that you face and how you can solve those problems? How can you turn a solution to those problems to be able for you to build to build wealth or build make money out of it? We need to change our educational system. We need to change our mindset on how we think. Africa, we've all learned how to grow up and look for a job, right? We've never asked the question, who are those that created this job?
Make a CV.
No, who created this job? But another thing that we have, which is still today, is that those who, from in primary school, specifically from where I come from, and I still see it even now, is that they already look at, I want to be they have this they have been told, I want to be that the only job that is being a lawyer or being a doctor, right?
Engineer.
Be an engineer, of course. We should understand that engineers are not innovators. So they could build, but
somebody
they
has
to create it. So what we say, for us to be able to change this, we need to start with our educational system. We need to put entrepreneurship, or we need to build a more technical Africa. We need to change the curriculum. Let not even change. Can we add? Can we add entrepreneurship or innovation into our curriculum? I mean, in South Africa, we have languages like the Zulu and Afrikaans that are you have to do it. You have to do it. Yeah, it's a must, right? Why don't we add entrepreneurship and innovation
as a must?
As a must. And if you so that by the time we earn, they may not be because not everyone will be an entrepreneur.
Yes.
But not everyone will be, and we don't need everyone to be, because everyone is an entrepreneur. Who else will do all the other things that we need to do? But it will allow us to be more creative. It will allow us to be open-minded. It will allow us to see a solution to problems. Right?
To have a way forward.
And it will allow us to turn all the complaints that we've been receiving from people into a solution. Into a solution, right? So we need to build a more problem-solving Africa rather than a consuming Africa. When we create that part, and we need to start from primary, secondary school, high school, university. That's what we do at our company setup and startup. Right? That's the direction that we're pushing. If we start pushing our kids, I mean, you can see my daughters are sitting there, have a 15-year-old, and listening and understanding such conversations. And imagine that they start teaching them. Let's say 15 years right now. By the time she is 30, she would make a better leader.
Right?
And even the mindset and her decisions becomes different. You know.
So we need to be honest. We need to be brutally honest. The leadership that we have right now, trust me, it would take us, if we are looking at how do we wipe them, change them. No, we
can do that.
But we need to start building this atmosphere. Look at Europe. Look at the West. Every leader that has been as president, whether it's Obama, whether even in the UK, look at their journey. Go and check their resume.
Yes.
You realize that they started being trained while they were still teenagers. While they were still kids, they start grooming them to that level.
The mindset and everything.
look at their schools, look at the universities, look at what they put in. So they've gone to specific schools that I said, this is school of leadership.
If you see a potential, right? Okay,
so
you can send to the right school.
You could tell.
That's a sense of value to leadership. There's a sense of value because to leadership in Africa, we don't have that.
No.
Anybody can just come in because they have some connections or they have some finances.
It's not even anybody coming in.
Anybody
it's
can
somebody
come in.
that has been there for over 70 years.
And they don't want. They will never allow any other person to come in and make a change.
So
they do anything.
So that's the whole point. So looking at 20 years from now, if we need to get the kind of Africa that we want, we need to start building our next generation of leaders. We need to start instilling a creative and innovative entrepreneurial mindset.
From primary, high school, university.
We need to change our educational system. Or if we don't choose to change it, if it is go costly, let's add entrepreneurship and innovation into it. Because the truth is, innovation has come to stay. Entrepreneurship has come to stay. Technology has come to stay. It is not going anywhere. Right.
And it's getting better day by day.
Appreciate. It's not decreasing. Look at this AI, artificial intelligence. With innovation, you can do a whole lot of things with
machine learning and artificial intelligence.
And look at Africa is very backward on this. In Europe and in America, they excel on these things. Even little kids, they know what to do with artificial intelligence.
I mean, you didn't know that, like in China, you have TikTok, mostly on that TikTok, you see only engineering. Only teaching, only
they don't have all this relationship
kind of thing.
You
don't see all. You really don't see those things. So until we start shaping our young generation, our kids. But if we are hoping for this generation, then we need a podcast. I mean, in every country. Trust me, because it's not like he's all perfect. But he has put his people first. He's embraced innovation. He's embraced technology. He's embraced entrepreneurship. He's embraced the power of ecosystem. He embraced the power of bringing different people together. He embraced the power of diversity and inclusion because that is what has birthed Europe. That is what has birthed America. That is what we built. Look, he got involved. I mean, look at our continent. How many women have power? How many women have power? How many people have an opportunity to lead?
Do you think culture plays a role to this?
Exactly.
I think so.
Absolutely.
We have changed. If we were to go back into how we were raised, right? How we were raised. Look at how we respect our elders, how we respect, our parents, how we respect our, our uncles.
Even sorry, sir. Even when an elder is sleeping, holding a remote, watching news and they sleep, you still let them hold that remote and sleep because they are elders. It's the same thing you're doing in our system. Our leaders are sleeping there, and we are holding the remote.
And you can't even take it from his hand or ask him, can I take it?
So I think culturally, from a cultural perspective, we need to
amend.
We need to go back. We need to change. We need to change. But also we cannot do this without the current leaders, because trust me, they need. We don't need them. Let them just give us that opportunity.
Say that one more time. I think we need to emphasize that line. We cannot.
No, we can't. There's no way we can achieve all these things without the current leaders that we have, without the government that we have. All we are asking is let them work with us. we let them work with the researchers, let them also implement policies
and
that
also
can help
accept,
and also accept that.
accept that they don't know everything.
Yeah, they don't know
Like
everything.
our parents, please check my WhatsApp message.
Yeah.
You know, our mothers, they have accepted that the WhatsApp or all these things they're not used to. So let them also accept that we need, you know.
So I think there is no way that we can achieve any of this without having the back of the current leader that we have. But all we are asking for them is that, listen, we understand the vision. We've done the research. We understand where the gaps are. Just implement these policies, these rules, to allow us to achieve, to build a conducive environment for the next generation. To build a conducive environment for innovation, to build a conducive environment for entrepreneurship, because to build a conducive environment for our educational system. Otherwise, we will continue begging and begging with all the resources
that we
and the youthfulness that we have.
Finally, Kevin, I just want you to give Africa your last words. What is your last word that you can give to us? This has been an amazing story, an amazing
very
Miraculous. First of all, you guys are doing a very important job. Is to upload the media. Even in all my programs that I do, I always give thanks. I always upload the media for telling our stories, for sharing our vision, for sharing the opportunities that we have. So the first thing I would like to is that continue doing this. Continue picking. But we don't know all these things, right? Some of them will come with different ideas, different solutions. But it is important that this thing, these stories are being told. It's important that they are out there. It's important that we share it as much as we can. But all I can say to the next generation of leaders is that we need to first of all be disciplined. We need to be consistent. We need to be resilient, but we need to put in the work. There is no way, trust me, there is no way, no matter how talented we are, no matter how intelligent we are, if we are not disciplined, or we are not resilient, and we're not consistent with whatever we do, and we don't put in the work, we are not achieving anything. I live by these 4 values. Right? I live by these 4 values. Discipline, resilient, consistency, and putting the work. But more importantly, let's always look at where we come from. Always, don't forget about where you come from. Always look at your journey. Look at how you all started. Look at how you started. Look at where you got here, and don't forget about where you come from, because a lot of things happen messed up in our lives because we've totally forgotten about where we come from, how we got there. We become greedy, we become selfish, and we need to care more. We really need to care more. We need to be kind. We need to care more. We need to support each other, and we need to open more opportunities for one another. I think that will be it from me.
Do you believe Africa will be great? Like
I believe.
Europe?
I believe that we have what it takes to be anything, anything that we want.
I love that.
And anybody has what it takes to be anything. Just believe, because there is nothing impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
Nothing is impossible. We can be anything that we want to be. But we have to live certain rules. Again, we must be disciplined. We must be consistent. We must put in work, and we must be resilient.
You know what? I feel like this is not enough. I mean, I don't know. It's not enough. If someone that is watching right now and say, "Wow, McKevin, I would like to listen to more and follow what you do,"
where do we find you?
Where do we find you?
McKevin Ayaba is. I mean, you can just Google me. I think you will find what the work that I do. But also, I'm on LinkedIn, McKevin Ayaba. I am on Facebook, I am on Instagram, but also we can go to our website, setupastartup.com.
Okay.
We do again, like I said, we have we do a lot on entrepreneurship and innovation, and also we push on entrepreneurship education, part of things. So find me anywhere. Just Google me, and then I'm sure there's so much written about me out there.
Wow. This is amazing personality, and this.
But hey, guys, remember I have my daughters.
Yeah.
I have my
little girls. Shout out. I want to bring them.
Yeah.
I want to bring them to the
Please
screen.
come to the
Please come say
to the
hello to my
studio,
mama.
man.
Yeah.
Come. These are the future leaders.
These are future leaders. You have beautiful daughters.
Yeah.
Thank you. I brought here just so they could, they could
Yeah,
part of this
come in,
conversation.
And also be encouraged.
Yes, come here, Angel.
Come and say hi to
Come
our
and say
viewers.
hi.
These are my beautiful
These are
girls.
the future leaders.
Are
Do
the
you
future
guys believe
leaders.
in Africa?
Yes, I want to be a politician.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. I want to be a doctor. That's awesome.
So
We have
these are my
politicians,
girls.
yeah.
These are my daughters.
I'm so grateful and I'm so proud of
Bringing
you,
them
bro.
to the studio. I just wanted them to also see some of the part of some of the conversation that we're having.
Definitely.
Because they're aspiring, we're aspiring to be aspiring
Great
leaders
leaders.
of tomorrow.
Definitely.
I know they can only be if they are part of conversation like this.
Definitely. I can't wait to see you guys become great in the future and
Thank you for
actualize
joining
We
us.
appreciate you for coming by. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming. This is Miraculous Show.
Yeah.
My name is Ruth.
And I'm Kenny Rich.
And we are here
We're
with
taking the
This
world.
is McKevin Ayaba. I am
We're
so
taking the
excited
world.
to be here, to be part of this miraculous conversation. I think this is just a conversation that we keep
Absolutely.
a
driving.
very important
So very
conversation. We have to
very
have more of
important.
this.
And so thank you
Youth
for
needs
having
to
me.
hear this.
Thank you for having me.
All
We
right.
are here with Nora.
Yeah.
Nora Ayaba, right?
She is the future leader. Her name is Nora Ayaba. And then she has a little bit message that she wants to pass on to the youth of the continent that are watching now. You don't have to give up on your dreams, and you need to be focused, but you need to hear from her right now.
Hi everyone, my name is Nora.
Okay.
I don't really know what to say here, but in the future I want to be a politician. I want to be part of the cause for strengthening Africa and making Africa a better place, because currently we see that there's a lot going on in Africa, and like the strife that us Africans have between each other is not really an Africanity. It's not what we want to see in the future. I believe that with a lot of effort and a lot of help, that Africa can become what it was supposed to be without the help of Western parties. In a sense, I believe in an Africa for Africans that stands by Africans, made by Africans without the influence of Western powers.
If you are a president, what will you change?
Good question.
If I was a president, I would probably change, the borders within Africa, like the way,
Opening it up.
the border control system, currency as well, making us one economy that works better for us Africans rather than Western countries, as well as making it a safer place for the Africans themselves, women and children, fathers, mothers, everyone.
Wow. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Hey, once again in Miraculous, this is Onati. She's going to say a word that is going to transform most of the young people that are confused and don't know what to do. This one here is a leader, and we are challenging you today to buckle up, because you are a leader too. So, Onati, what do you have?
Hello.
Yeah.
I want to be a doctor when I grow up. I want to help young kids and probably adults who are sick, who have diseases. There's a lot of diseases. I don't have much to say, but I want to help mostly with cancer, find cures
Wow. That's
Wow,
great.
cancer.
Cures to help people in the world.
Yeah. Do you believe a lot of women should be doctors?
Yes.
Why?
Women are strong.
Yes.
They're strong.
Yes.
They're powerful.
Yes.
Because women are strong, women are powerful.
Powerful. I agree with you.
I
on
love
that. I love
that.
that.
So what you think in Africa, most of the time we look at the animals are neglected, in Africa. And now we're having a lot of doctors that are coming up to be doctors, looking after animals. What do you think of that in Africa? As a doctor, are you considering to think about that side?
Not really. Okay, I just want to say this. Thank you so much for coming, and your words of encouragement are powerful. Women are powerful, and women are meant to be great in life. So, if you have a daughter, I challenge you today to fasten your seatbelt, train them in school, give them the best, and they will be the future leaders of the country, and they will do great things. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for
so
coming.
much
Thank you for joining us. Unati. Take 5. What does your name mean? Unati.
God is with us.
God
I
is
love
with
that.
us. Thank you for joining us. Beautiful Nati, our future doctor.